Hi crew, it's me, Jade. I'm the founder of Small Business Growth Club. I'm a skilled photographer, videographer, and business growth coach. And I am so excited to go live today and talk all about you, specifically supercharging your sales with the power of AI. Are you using AI? That's the question. Are you using it to boost your business? It is a multi-billion-dollar technology that is available for free to all business owners. But the question is, are you using it? I know that it is intimidating and just annoying to have to learn new platforms, new software. That's why I'm hosting this challenge all this week called Supercharge Your Sales. I'm taking you through the way I use AI and giving you free access to my incredible technology and incredible tools to workshop and to demonstrate how AI makes a practical, powerful impact on your business, specifically boosting your bottom line, giving you more money in your pocket. If that sounds exciting to you, holler at me in the chat. I am so excited to spend time with you over the next hour. As I mentioned, this is day 4 of our 5-day challenge. Day 1 was all about defining your customer. So many small business owners leap into business, invest thousands of dollars, and spend hours of time creating things that they don't even know if their customer needs, wants, and is going to pay for. So this is your ultimate business plan. Start with your customer. That is the main thing, your North Star you need to keep in mind. And I developed a customer finder tool that defines that person for you and delivers content ideas specific for you to serve them. So if you are around in the chat and you joined me on day 1, I'd love to hear from you if you found that useful. Otherwise, let's head to day 2. Day 2 was all about your strategy. We all know that you need a business plan, a business strategy, but do you have one, right? Every business expert under the sun is telling you that you need one, but is that just code for asking you for $3,500 so that you pay them for one? I created a tool, an AI tool that builds your business plan for you, specifically gives it to you based on the work of Donald Miller with his story brand strategy. And this is a free tool you can use at any time. I demonstrated it during the live call, and I hope that it was useful for you. If you were on that session, please holler at me. I'd love to know your feedback because I found it so powerful. Yesterday was day 3 of our 5-day challenge, and we went through your bio, because your bio is really your front door to the internet. And as we know, with any kind of front door or any kind of, imagine you're in an interview, the way you present yourself, the way you show up online is the same as if you're, physically showing up with people. Are you presentable? Do you look friendly? Do you look inviting? Do you introduce yourself, making space for the person on the other side of the screen to join you? Or are you inadvertently sending them running? And absolutely, we had dived into a whole bunch of different bios yesterday. I gave free personalized feedback on a number of attendees' bios, and yeah, they were sending people the wrong way, and they didn't even know. They had a beautiful business, a beautiful offering to give to others, but their bio was a mess, and they were sending people running out the door. And what a shame, right? If you've spent all your time and energy building this beautiful business, well, let's get you that beautiful bio to match. And today is perhaps my most exciting topic of all. I am so excited to dive into infographics. This is a real nitty-gritty part of your marketing, your content creation, and your thought leadership that a lot of people don't think of. And one thing that AI is known for is delivering incredible graphics, right? Everyone's familiar with the AI monster people that are, graphically created. In this challenge, we haven't really specifically dived into graphics before, but today we will. So I'll open up that side of AI use and I'll show you how I use it. So I'm really excited to get your thoughts on that. I'm really excited to spend time with you. Let me know in the chat. Nicole says, oh my God, I can't create infographics, but I love them. I'm so glad to hear that. You're not alone. There's some incredible statistics around infographics that prove how powerful that format is, not only to get people's attention, but also to vastly impact your thought leadership. So if you are interested in getting more money for your products, if you are interested in getting booked for more events or speaking gigs, or just being seen as a person of impact and a leader, then infographics can be your key to do that. I know that Francis in our club is really moving into that space. And Francis, I think you would get a lot from this. The other person I think of when I think of infographics is the incredible Jen Donovan. So Jen was in one of our earlier sessions this week, and her ears really perked up when I mentioned the word infographics. Jen, of course, is the incredible author of Small Town, Big Impact, one of my favorite books that I keep on my desk. She is an Australian author and a thought leader. She is the founder of the viral Facebook group Buy from a Bush Business. So she has a track record of really supporting business owners in Australia. And I know that Jen really was interested in this topic of generating these infographics to boost her thought leadership and to really create high value content for her ideal customers. So Nicole Turnbull says yes. Sarah says Jade has created some incredible templates inside of her membership, which you are now part of. Yay, yeah, of course. We have all our templates in the membership, but today we're really taking it to that next level because I know your biggest problem is overwhelm. You don't know what to do, and time. You don't have capacity to do it. And so that's where AI comes in, executing practical posts for you. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. Doing it for you. That's what I love AI to do. It's free. You don't need a team of people. You just need the power to recognize that AI could be the solution. So it always takes me hours, or it looks like a kindergarten mud painting. Nicole, I know that feeling, right? It looks so good on Canva when you access it at the start and then quickly change one thing and all of it turns into a mess. So I want to share something really exciting today that keeps it simple, keeps it smart, keeps it doable for you. But we will extend this way more in my Small Business Growth Club paid membership. So Sarah, if you could jump in and share the link to that. My Small Business Growth Club paid membership is where it really goes down. It's where you get my individual attention and help. We really focus on you and your business. Nicole is a new member. Welcome, Nicole. Celebrating you. Francis is a member. The incredible Roz Gervais is a member. I saw Roz on the call just a minute ago. Jen Donovan is a member. And these guys are really smart because not only are they getting to access the incredible tools that I've created for you, they also will discover how to create these tools for themselves and for their own communities. And wow, did that just like blow your mind? I know that Roz Gervais is an incredibly talented coach for artists. Roz, you know this feeling. You want to support every artist on the planet, but there's only one of you. And you also have children. You also have pets. I hear a lovely cat. There's only so much you can do in the day, whereas AI can take your IP, deliver a functional bot, a GPT, and then you can be serving more people whenever they want with your knowledge, with your expertise. And we are going to brainstorm ways you can do that next month in my paid membership. It's such a no-brainer if you are a business owner. I know it's going to change everything. If you're impressed by what I'm doing, well, imagine what you could do with this stuff. I think that's super, super cool. So Jen says, I am smart. One of the best decisions I've made this week, maybe this year. Jen, you are my hero, my icon. I'm delighted to be working with you on this stuff because all I want to do is amplify you. And I think that that's so powerful what we can do together. Roz says, time savers are exactly what I need. Roz, I have like little goosebumps that you are in this room because I am such a fangirl of Roz. I know, Roz, how hard you work, how much energy and effort you put into nurturing your incredible community, how much they love you. I'm just so excited that you've chosen to spend time with us today. It really makes me so happy. Thank you, Roz. So excited for this, says Roz. You are a dream come true. Without further ado, let's head into our presentation today. Let's get busy. I know you ladies have got lots going on. Let's make sure we are knocking your socks off and really giving you value every second that you're spending with me. So let me grab this presentation. Let me share it with you. We are here and rocking on. If you are just tuning in, holler at me if you can see my screen. If that looks good to you, we are all about supercharging your sales. I'm delivering your formula to grow your audience and sales with the power of AI. Who is ready for a bit of that? Holler at me if that sounds good to you, if you want that. And also don't forget to share your links. Now, I know a lot of people in this group, but there's also a lot of people I don't know. And if I want to get to know you, if we want to continue the discussion going on, how can I do that? Well, a really easy way is if you share your blue link in the chat. It could be a link to your website, it could be a link to your Instagram profile, whatever it is. Anyone seeing this replay later will be able to click through and access what you do. Your next collaborator, your next customer, your next fangirl, like I am the fangirl of Roz, could be in this room, but they'll never be able to connect with you unless you share that link. So jump in and share that link. Roz says, SVGC is the best community. only because you're in it, Roz. That's the testament, and we're so grateful for you. So Sandra is jumping in, sharing her links. Good on you, Sandra. We love your art. I have one of your candles going right now in my studio where I'm working. I'm never far from a Sandra Gale candle. That's how much I love what you do. So while you are sharing your links, I also want to kick off this discussion about how you feel about AI, because I want to let you know whatever you're feeling about it is right. It's natural. It's right. You might be resistant to it. You might be like, this sucks. I can't believe I'm in a workshop talking about this. Tell me, let's acknowledge, let's validate those feelings. You might be feeling like, I just have to get my head around it. I know this is the future, at number 3. Or you might be like the Jen Donovans of this world, thinking that you know AI and you are ready to show the world and show off to everyone how rad you are. And good on you, Jen, because we need more 6s in this world, don't we? So we've got Alison sharing her links. We've got Fran. Thank you, Fran. I spotted you the other day and I really wanted to follow up to find out more about your hemp business, because pretty freaking cool, I reckon, using hemp. I hear a lot of good things about using hemp. So Rachel is Reusable Planet. Amazing, Rachel. That sounds like a business I want to get to know. And we've got incredible Nicole from Neon Shed. And Nicole, she's a woman to know. I tell you, she's a woman going places. I've decided I'm just going to ride on Nicole's coattails for the rest of this year. So thank you, Nicole, for being part of our incredible membership. I really appreciate your energy and your time. So Jen Donovan has shared her website. You can find her on the gram as well. And you can also grab her book. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, she is the best in the business. And if you are wondering a little bit about me, you're probably not. You're probably like, get to the good stuff, Jade. But if you are, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I am, of course, a photographer and videographer. That's my trade. But I'm like, that's just the start of it, right? Taking good photos and taking good videos. Well, my question is, what's that for? The point of that is to elevate you online, to get people thinking about you, what you do, why you do it, and how you can help them. That is why I take photos and take videos, right? And then the next question is, well, where do you put those photos and videos that you've taken? And the obvious answer is, well, you put them on Instagram. Like, Instagram is clearly a beautiful, incredible visual platform that is 100% free, ladies and gentlemen, as opposed to your website that you have to pay for web hosting and you have to build every goddamn little page on it with code, etc., etc. Instagram is all free and it's all done for you. It all looks pretty good. You can load up videos, photos, carousels. You can send audio via DMs. This platform's genius, right? So of course, me as a photographer, as a visual thinker, is going to jump onto this platform. And obviously, I'm going to use it for business. Obviously, I'm going to use it to make money. This seems like a foreign concept to so many people, but I know that the people in this room, you also understand that concept, that this is another free surface within which to reach your ideal customer, just like the internet is, and just like a podcast is, just like email is. It's just that this particular free surface, Instagram, I love that the vast capability that it has to hold your data and to share that data instantly, globally. That's the end of the sentence. I'm hyping things up today, but I don't need to say any more about Instagram. You already love it. And the fact is, Instagram has incredible, the data is here to prove it. I'm not just like talking up a good talk. 2 billion people use Instagram. It is seen as the most engaged platform for social media on the planet. And these are the results that I personally have been able to get from Instagram. So reaching over 1.2 million people in a single week organically, not a dollar spent on ads, not a dollar spent on costs at all, pure profit. Making money, making proper amounts of money, not just tiny cheap change. We're doing legitimate income here. And also making a positive impact on people all around the world who I otherwise may not have connected with. Because a website is a one-way channel. Ain't no people giving you feedback on the website, really, right? Whereas with social media, it's a conversation. People give you instant feedback. That feedback fuels you, becomes momentum that then inspires you to post again. That hit of dopamine, it's a physical sensation. You can be consistent on social media because you get that. Now, before you start thinking that I'm some kind of Instagram evangelist, I am not. I'm completely aware of the double-edged sword of this nature because, like anyone who uses any of these channels, you quickly realize that it is a treadmill. Now, I'm going to acknowledge here that life is a bit of a treadmill. like getting up and each day is a bit of a treadmill. Business is a treadmill. If you don't work, you don't get paid. That's true if you have a wage or if you run your own business. So there's no getting away from the treadmill of life. But if you are using social to make your income, you can totally agree with me that it can become a treadmill of content creation. And I am one of those people. I've done a personality test, and I'm one of those people, right? Whenever they see a problem, they like get obsessed with like solving the problem. I'm like that girl who has tangles in a necklace. I'll sit there and get them out, right? So this is my problem, the content creation treadmill. How do I get off it? And, I go out there in the market. This is what I've done physically, practically myself. I go out there in the market and I say, okay, who here is going to help me get off the content treadmill? And the interesting and also overwhelming thing is that everyone out there claims to have the solution. The email crew claims that if once you start investing in their email course, you'll be off the treadmill. The video crew say the same thing. The funnels and the brand strategists say the same thing. The SEO experts say the same thing. The ads person swears that you need ads. And while all of them have an element of truth, if you invest in all of them, you will be $19,000 in the red every single month. And that's just dumb business. So we want to find a solution to this that's not overwhelm. Trouble is, that's right where you are now, right? Because you're like me, you don't want to be on a treadmill, and you also want to get some clarity because you're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling inconsistent because you're trying video one day, then you're trying email the next, but you're unable to be completely consistent on all of them. I know that Jen, for example, has an incredible podcast. Congratulations, Jen. That's awesome. But it's hard. It's hard. I haven't even gotten to a podcast yet. I can't even start a podcast, let alone be inconsistent on it. So, it's one of those things. We have this human drive to be consistent when we start something, and the sheer capacity required to execute all this stuff is a recipe for burnout. You're not alone in thinking that. It's the true reality of all this stuff. So into this overwhelm equation comes AI and the promise that it can help us. And I am like, yes, girl, give me the solution. And my biggest thing that I love about AI is that it's free, because I am all about free. I'm all about free. I don't believe that business should cost us money, because if you spend too much money and it costs too much, you don't have a business. It'll just die. That's the basics of business. I'm all about free. And with that said, I've got a free resource for you today. If you want to get started in ChatGPT, if you're not sure where to start, I've got some free prompts that can help you. Grab the resource here using the QR code. Jump in. I love sharing free stuff. I'm all about the free, and I hope it's useful for you. So, of course, AI is the topic of the moment. Everyone's super excited about it. And while I was researching this workshop, I came across this quote, and it's really stuck with me. AI won't steal your job, but someone using AI will. And it's a pretty challenging thing to hear, right? But I guess it's a wake-up call for all of us in that, we got to get across this stuff. We got to use it. It's one of those things. It's like, it's there. If you don't use it, someone else is going to work out how, and you're going to be playing catch up. And so I'm really excited about you guys being here today, because you're on the leading edge. You're at the front of this revolution. You are the people taking action, and you are the ones who are going to reap the benefits for it. And what I'm doing is I'm the guide. I'm just helping you have a look at it. But you are the ones who are going to take advantage of it, and you are the ones who are going to deploy it for maximum impact and results for your ideal customer, which I'm really excited about. So talk's a good talk. AI sounds amazing. Yay, sign me up. But then you go to the ChatGPT homepage and you're like, this isn't very impressive. This is just a boring old web page. And then you're like, oh, so-and-so said to try this prompt or that prompt. And then you try the prompts, but then the prompts themselves have a lot of holes and problems with them. Like, for example, this one, prompt number 3. What are some creative ways to promote insert your offer on Instagram to insert your ideal follower? Now, what happens if you don't know what your offer is? And what happens if you don't know who your ideal follower is? Like, that's 2 big questions in there that you probably don't have the answers to. So prompts, I feel, although they're kind of offered as this like, way solution, get my prompts, I'll charge you $50 for them. I don't think they're the solution for you. Instead, I want to offer you a sustainable business system. That, I believe, is a smart way to use AI that avoids this issue of overwhelm. I know in a lot of AI challenges and a lot of AI workshops that I've tuned into, they just go bang on about 50 million different AI tools. And although that's kind of what I guess I signed up for, I walked away from those workshops just feeling more overwhelmed because I don't know which tool to use. They've just introduced 50 more, and it just exacerbated my problems. Whereas what I want to do for you today is I'm going to solve your problems. I'm going to bring it down a notch. I'm going to make it easier and more accessible than it has ever been. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm presenting this really simple equation in that AI is a hook, the carrot, the reason to come, but it's not the ultimate solution. It's AI plus business fundamentals that is going to lead to your sustainable income. Because the way that people trade, they do business, they get to know each other, that is as old as time. And that doesn't change. So whatever the fancy AI tool is, doesn't really matter. What matters is the customer on the other side of the screen, never losing sight of them. AI will not buy your product and service. The customer will. AI is the connection tool. It's just a new tool. It's not the end game. And so to really graphically illustrate this, I have developed your success path, which maps out the critical steps you need to take to have business success. Every expert under the sun says, you need a business plan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's yours. It's done for you. And you can trust in it and rely upon it because it's based on fundamentals, business fundamentals. I'm not just, I'm not the messiah who's come up with this myself. I've researched and connected with experts in the field, and then I've reiterated their information as it applies to you. You can trust this again because you know that it's correct. The very first step in your success path relies on you understanding your customer. And I can't tell you how many small business owners don't do this, don't understand this, don't execute on it, or think that it's something they do once a quarter or once a year. They, customer demographics. Oh, she's 35, she earns this amount, she lives in this spot. And then they go off and then they scattergun approach their social media because they have no connection to their customer. Whereas what I'm saying to you is using the power of AI, I've created tools that bring you in conversation with these key steps. Tools that deliver the thing that you're looking for you. They do it for you. And then they stick with you so you can continually iterate upon them. So for example, in day 1 of this challenge, we went through your customer as the hero, and I delivered to you and demonstrated your customer finder, which is my AI tool that defines your customer, outlines 15 professionals who have those customer traits, and then delivers a 14-day done-for-you schedule across all different surfaces of ideas you can share that speak directly to that customer. This was all in an AI tool that requires no prompts. And that was day 1. Day 2 was all about your strategy. Again, every business expert under the sun is screaming at you, you need a strategy, you need a plan. Well, do you have one? Because my tool does it for you. I think I ran it for Francis. Francis is like, I want to have a plan for my customers, or, so we run it for Francis, and then Francis, we can then run it for your customer. It's an infinitely usable, repeatable tool. It makes so much sense, and Francis just gets it done. She doesn't need to pay a business strategist $3,500 to do it for her. It's suddenly done. Yesterday, we went through your bio, and I worked with the incredible author and disabilities advocate, Evie, who presented her bio to me, and it was a mess. Like, Evie is an incredibly articulate person. She's an author. She has an incredible point of view, and she lives and works in Ngunnawal country, which is Canberra, where people like the government and institutions are bending over backwards to elevate diverse voices. Yet Evie was operating in this public space with this bio that was a mess, that said nothing about what she actually does and how she can be a thought leader in her niche and how people should work with her, buy her books, book her as a speaker. What a absolute tragedy that she wasn't communicating her value online. So I hope that Evie took the results from yesterday and was really empowered and really inspired. And I know we got some great feedback. So, oh, Nicole says, only if they can build a body and John Connor doesn't come back in time. Oh my God, Terminator references, of course. So Lauren says, are we training and teaching these robots how to eventually take over for us? Something just doesn't feel right about AI. Lauren, Anne, I want to let you know that we're not talking about AI doing your job. We're talking about AI supporting you. As you can see on this slide over here, I'm teaching you AI in a way that connects with fundamentals, in a way that you would have to pay email experts to write the emails for you. You'd have to pay brand strategists to come up with your strategy. You'd have to pay whoever, video expert to do the video script for you. I'm giving you an opportunity to use a tool that is free to get stuff done for you that you're A, simply not doing now, or B, you would have to fork out thousands of dollars to get done. So this is an opportunity. And I'm not saying that those experts are not important and needed, but you certainly can't work with them if you're not earning thousands of dollars to start with. So this is about empowering you with the knowledge, the cash to then go forward and have choices in your business. That's what it's all about. And certainly if you want to have more of a discussion about the ethics of AI, I welcome you into my Small Business Growth Club paid membership where we can have those discussions freely. As I mentioned, our topic for next month is AI, and we will have an expert coming in to talk about it. And the ethics of AI is a big part of that. So please come and jump into the paid membership and share more of your opinion there. We'd love to welcome you in. So, topics of today. It will save me so much money in marketing and comms. The price of membership provides incredible value and makes it easier and faster for me. Yes, Nicole, I'm glad you see the potential of it. I hope that it can amplify you to the point where you can have a business that employs as many staff as you want. But to get to that point, we all know that you need cash flow, you need revenue. That's going to kill you. Cash flow is king. So Sarah's jumped in and shared the code to join my Small Business Growth Club paid membership because, yeah, man, we're going to get real in there. We're going to talk about all this stuff and more. The change to Evie's bio yesterday was amazing. Yes, Sandra, I love how we're able to view the impact it makes on others sometimes more clearly than the impact it can make for us as well. That's nice to see other people get those benefits. So today, our topic of the moment is infographics, right? And so why infographics? Who cares about infographics? Well, infographics are 30 times more likely to be read than a written article. Wow. They can increase website traffic by up to 12%, and 55% of marketers create social media infographics more than any other visual media. Infographics are important shit, turns out. So holler at me in the chat if you know what I mean when I say infographics, right? Do you know what an infographic is? While you're doing that, I'll essentially tell you, which is an infographic takes information and displays it in a visually appealing way. So as opposed to a spreadsheet, which just contains rows and rows and rows and rows of data, tiny little text bits and bobs, binary, blah, 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 an infographic condenses that into a picture, which is meaningful. And I want to show you. Sandra Gale says yes. Nicole says they are so great. Nicole, for any professional industry, infographics are actually really important because as a professional, you do trade in data, but data is hard for our human brains to parse. We are not computers. We are visual beings, visual creatures. We understand things in pictures. That is why picture books are the first things understood by children, not written books. In fact, it takes us many, many years to understand writing. And so to give you an example, Jen says, yes, I follow you, don't I? To give you an example of infographics, I want to show you some that I've shared. And I also want to share the results that I've gotten on these infographics. When you're working with me, we're not just talking theory. We're not just talking like someone who says, this is what you do on Instagram and actually doesn't have the followers that back it up. I am in the arena. I'm embedded in this space. I use these things every day. And I'm telling you that infographics are extremely highly valued on Instagram because they give high value to your audience, right? They pack a lot of punch into a little space. They're far more productive and high value pieces of content than, a quote, right? They just are. And this is the data and the results that you can expect. Not only thousands of likes, but hundreds of comments too. People get it. But of course, what does that mean for you and your business? Well, it really comes back to your thought leadership, right? your elevation in the market, in the industry. And I really want to highlight this, that as elevating yourself, your personal brand, your profile, like coming right back to why I do what I do it so that you can earn more money, so that you can command greater interest, greater revenue in the market, so that you can have a sustainable business and a sustainable living. That is why I take photos of people. And this is, again, is why we're talking about infographics as opposed to any other type of graphic. Infographics open up increased revenue opportunities for you. Infographics can attract higher paying clients to you by elevating your status. Infographics can increase brand recognition and trust. You know, a lot of the reason why, people are in this room with me today is because you've seen my infographics and you're like, how the heck does she do that? Right? It's just, it's a self-evident kind of thing. Rachel says, do you do your infographics on Canva? Yes, I do, Rachel. And you can do infographics on Canva right now. But you yourself, Rachel, would know if you've tried to do any of these infographics, it takes a ton of time and a ton of energy to fill in 40 spots in a tiny little 1080 pixel graphic, right? And often, as Nicole said, it might end up looking like mud, or B, you just don't even get through it because, hey, kids got to get picked up and dinner's got to get made. And that was one infographic. So yes, I do my infographics in Canva, and this is the infographic template kit that I have already available in my Small Business Growth Club. Of course, I'm a business leader in this space. Of course, I always had these templates, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about taking those Canva templates and combining them with AI to do it for you. This is the exciting promise. This is the new step. This is the technology that no one else in the world is talking about, and that you in this room are going to get first look access at. Because don't forget, the whole promise of today, the whole promise of this week is to do it for you. So why is infographic content so great? It's faceless, high value content. I have huge points of people who just don't want to show their face online. I mean, come on, this has been one of the biggest bugbears of everyone who follows me or who questions me in these workshops. They're like, I don't want to show my face. I get it. So don't. Find another content style that suits you, right? And infographics just happen to be a faceless style of content. Hooray! Infographics are highly reusable and repostable. Again, if we go back to these graphics here, I think I reposted these graphics like 4 times each. And each time, pow, 1,000 likes, pow, 100 comments. They're infinitely repostable and reusable. Also, they're really annoying and time consuming to create. Hands up in the chat who has tried to create infographics. Like, how do you even come up with the ideas for your infographics, right? It's like, again, like, what random idea am I going to come up with that's going to appeal to my client, that I'm going to have 40 pieces of data to fill in, that I got to cut and paste, blah. Let's stop that. We're not doing that. Today, I'm showing you how to get it done using AI. So Sandra says, no, it seems too hard. Absolutely, Sandra. And it is hard. You've got busy things to do. You've got stuff to create. So let me stop this share and let's just do the thing. Hey, let me demonstrate to you how ChatGPT can do it for you using my tools. Rachel says, hasn't even been on my radar until now, I guess. Rachel, well, share your Instagram and let us know what you're at, what you're doing, what your business is. If you have a business that wants to make money online, then infographics is a way to do it. And that's what I'm all about. I'm about putting money in your pocket, using your time efficiently and effectively. So let's grab ChatGPT, let's fire it up, and let's get started. This is what you came for. You came to see the magic trick, and I am not going to disappoint. Let me open up here. I've got my infographic here, and I'm going to share again here. And so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to open, as I mentioned, Jen Donovan is my girl crush for today. I'm sorry, Roz. I'm putting you in spot number 2 today because Jen is in the house. But you're always with me, Roz. Don't leave me, okay? Don't leave me. But anyway, jokes aside, the first thing I'm going to do is fire up Jen's account, right? Because whatever we're doing on ChatGPT, we need to feed it something, right? And so with the tools that I create, this infographic tool that I've created for you, you don't need to prompt it. You don't need to answer information. You don't need to spend hours of time giving it ideas or answering its dumb questions. You need to give it something though. So to start with all my tools, you simply need to cut and paste something. So for Jen, we can cut and paste her Instagram bio. It already exists. She can pull that text. Great. Hooray. Then we head to ChatGPT. Oh, tell me, am I sharing the right screen? Is everyone seeing? Rachel says, we sell reusable and eco-friendly alternatives to everyday products. This is definitely something I think we could use. This is definitely something I think you can use, Rachel. Part of your power is going to be educating your ideal customer on the ways that they are perhaps damaging the environment or the number of reusable alternatives there are. So absolutely, Rachel, we can use you as a second example if that's what you want. Make sure that you're sharing your link in the chat so I can have access to it. So like I said, we've started by copying Jen's data from her Instagram profile. We're going to head over here to my infographic tool. It is called Infographic 5 Canva GPT, a very sexy tool. If you've got a better name for it, come and tell me, because I'm still in the I'm in day 4 of my 5-day challenge, and I'm just getting shit done about this point. So this tool will suggest and deliver complete infographics for small business owners. No prompts required. So all we need to do is paste in Jen's bio, let it go, and let's see what it comes up with. So here are 5 infographic topics to help showcase Jen Donovan's value to her customers. So we've got one here: boost your sales in 5 steps. I like that. It's practical. Maximize social media impact today. Again, it's got some 5 steps here. Create engaging content quickly. It's got some, interesting points here. Achieve marketing goals efficiently. I think that's really powerful because Jen is a marketer. And then grow your brand authentically. Again, Jen is the face of her brand, so it would make sense that she would give her audience ideas on how to grow their brand. As you can see, all of these ideas are very specific to Jen. They are not generic. They showcase her value, and they've come up with absolutely fine titles, clear, understandable titles, and then the data points underneath are fine. They're spot on. Jen could have come up with them herself if she had the time to sit here and write out these trends, challenges, etc., etc. And if Jen has a better one, well, of course she can jump in here and change it, right? So it is just getting rid of the blank page. It's getting rid of starting from scratch, and it's starting from 80, 90%. Hooray. So what we're going to do is, it says here, it asks us here at the bottom, would you like these infographics delivered as a CSV file to use in Canva, or would you like it to generate 5 new infographic ideas? I think we want this for Canva. That's what we're about today. That's what I'm demonstrating. So I'm going to say, give it to me as a table. And here we go, presented in table format. Hooray. So just taking that same information and chucking it into a table for us. Love that. So here it goes and does its work. Now, as I promised, we're going to head to Canva. And we're going to open up the template that I use. So yeah, I'm just going to go through this process, then I'll come back and I'll show you all the caveats and deals, because we can get ChatGPT to give us the graphic here inside ChatGPT. But number 1, that would not be editable. And number 2, ChatGPT hasn't learned to spell correctly. So a lot of the graphic that is created is kind of nonsense text. So we're not going to do that angle. This is what we're going to do because this is a system that works. We're going to head into Canva, and we're going to get the template that we can use to populate, that we want to use. And this is great because this template is in your brand colors, it's in your style, it's something you use all the time. This is from my template kit that I already have active in my Small Business Growth Club paid membership. So you guys will be familiar with this already. You're already posting your stuff from Canva. You get it. You've got stuff like this sitting around. We're just going to make sure it's editable. And then we're going to do the magic trick, right? Time for the magic trick. So we're going to scroll down over here and use a tool called Bulk Create. Who here has heard of the Bulk Create tool in Canva? Holler at me. Belle's in the house. Welcome, Belle. Remember the other day when I was talking about how you could generate like graphs about bread and stuff? Well, today's the day where I'm doing it, and we're doing it in bulk. So we are using a tool called Bulk Create in Canva. It's in the apps. If you want to know where to find it, you just go to apps and you search for Bulk Create. And there's been a big kind of hoo-ha about Bulk Create because it's so awesome. So you can find tutorials on it online as well. So I've added Bulk Create here, and it pops up here in the corner of my Canva app. And we're going to enter the data manually because we're going to take Jen's awesome results from ChatGPT and we're going to chuck them in here. So give me 2 seconds. I've just pasted the wrong information. Let me just enter data manually. Oh, sorry, everyone. I've just... oh, yeah. Are we going to let us clear this? Nope, not going to let us clear it. It's going to clear the table down here. So yeah, sorry. Let's go to ChatGPT. We're going to copy the right information, which is this table here. So we're going to scroll down, grab that table, copy it, head back to Canva, enter data manually, and paste the infographic data that ChatGPT generated for us. Keeping in mind, it came up with the titles and every single data point underneath. Hooray. So then we're going to click done. We've given ChatGPT that info. Now we're just going to connect up the parts of the graphic with the information. Easy. So this is the headline. We're going to tell ChatGPT, we're going to tell Canva, hey, this is the headline. Done. So what we do is we grab the field, we click the three dots, and then we say connect data. And we tell it which data point it is to become. So we click the three dots, connect data, we send it to the data point. You can see that clearly they're all kind of connecting up. Three dots, connect data, and then step 3, hooray. Three dots, connect data, step 4, three dots, connect data, step 5. So we're connecting up each of the fields in the graphic to the data itself. Now, the exciting thing about this is when we click continue, we've connected a spreadsheet to a graphic, and now it's going to execute that graphic in bulk. Hallelujah. We don't have to worry about this. Get it done, AI. Get it done. Hallelujah. So here we are. These are the results. These are the 5 topics. Boost your sales in 5 steps. Done. Maximize social media impact today. Done. Create engaging content quickly. Done. Achieve marketing goals efficiently. Done. Grow your brand authentically. Done. That's it. That was the trick, ladies and gentlemen. We did 5 graphics with 5 different topics, all of it generated by AI, completed by AI, and then delivered in bulk in combination with Canva. So holler at me, everyone in this space. If you think it's awesome, if you think it's amazing. Look, I think it's really amazing. I think that, Jen could come in here and she could kind of bulk out this, the headlines, make them a bit more, juicy, make them look kind of like legit. We could kind of put it up here. We could change the colors in each of these. We could go over here to brand. We could start mucking around with the shuffling and, make them each one different a little bit. Do you guys know this opportunity in brand? Francis Scadden says, mind blown. Yay, Francis, because this would be perfect for you. You could do this with confidence. You could do this with, relationships. You could do this with hair care and skincare. And again, using this shuffle, we get to mix up the colors, all of it done, right? Done. This is not like hard. You get to do the fun stuff. You get to put the icing on the cake. All the mixing and the ingredients, they're all done. And again, just fixing up this headline a little bit. Yeah, making it look good. Yada, yada, or whatever. Jen's awesome. Jen could come in here and chuck a little photo of herself in the corner there. This is so perfect. This trick always impresses. So good. Yeah, thanks, Jen. It's a standard kind of hack out there, or a standard kind of insider knowledge. But what I love is combining it with AI so that you get the ideas done for you. I think that's the stumbling block, isn't it? And I'm sure, Jen, that you can come up with, more engaging hooks, but the body is there. The bulk is there. It's all fitted out for you. You come and you add the icing and the Jen Donovan magic, and you don't stress about getting it done. So that was, ladies and gentlemen, is my magic trick. Gorica says, love it. Such a time saver. This is so perfect. Thanks, Nicole. Rachel says, yay. Now, I reckon we've got time. Do you think we've got time for one more person? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we've got 15 minutes left. And if you want in on this and you want me to demonstrate this, book a 15-minute chat with me and we can see what it runs for you. Because I absolutely think, Belle from Artisan Mama, I think this would be so fun to run for your bread business. I think, obviously, Rachel, this would be wonderful to run for your eco-friendly business. And don't forget, you're not limited to this particular design. You can do this same integration for any of my templates or any of your own templates. So if we have a quick look at my Canva template kit that is already accessible in my Small Business Growth Club paid membership, there's heaps of cool designs in there. I know Sandra was asking me about those designs the other day. Let me just find it. It's called Detailed Infographic Template Kit. Here they are. again, holler at me if you can see what I'm sharing. But these are the infographics in my template kit, and they're amazing. Like, there's so many cool designs. Like, there's, obviously the ones that I shared. We've got this one here for Sandra. So Sandra can be showcasing one of her products in the center, and then have ChatGPT define all the kind of data points that come off it, all the interesting things about the different elements of her products, whether it's cinnamon, whether it's the fragrance, whether it's the soy, all those kind of things. So that can be all generated by ChatGPT. Again, this template, all generated by ChatGPT. Every single template you can use for ChatGPT. You can kind of just hook it up. So it's getting it done for you. I think that's so exciting. So Lauren Ann says, kids entertainer and vocal coach, murder mystery parties. Welcome, Lauren Ann. It's lovely to see you here. And if you are here now and you like what you see and you want to be part of this, then come and join my Small Business Growth Club paid membership. It is not expensive. It is not intimidating. It is the best party online. We have a number of people in this group that have said so. All the way from Francis, a business coach, to Roz, who is an artist and a creative, all the way through to Amy, who is a beef farmer in North America. We have the best club on the internet, and I'm not afraid to say it out loud because I've worked damn hard to make it this amazing and to make it solving your biggest problems. Your biggest problems are overwhelm. You don't know what to do next in your business, and you don't have capacity to do it, even if you knew what to do. And so I really want to direct you back to this graphic. This is your success path. I've given it to you so that you know what to do. You're in safe hands from someone who has done it themselves and who has also coached others to do it too. And the question is, are you going to be my next success story? Because it's all right here. The plan is done for you. And now AI is delivering us more capacity. That was always my big challenge, right? How do I get you more time? How do I get you more done in your day besides driving to your house, putting on an apron and making dinner for you, which I could do. I have been over to Roz's house to pick up candles from Sandra. So I reckon if I get in there, Roz, and I do a bit of cooking and cleaning for you, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch. So Roz says, love SBGC so much. Jade is the best and truly gets small biz owners. Rachel says, do you offer that? She wants me to come cook and clean in her house. Rach, if you pay me the big bucks, I'm yours, baby. I am yours. What does my sustainable business system do for you? The best part of it is, Rach, is if you follow this system, you'll have the big bucks to pay me to come and do that. So damn well, yes, girl, bring it on. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, instead of feeling inconsistent, instead of being burnt out, being on a train to burnout city, AI is your key to saving time, making money, and gaining control. Don't forget that thought leadership piece that I was sharing earlier. Why do people book me for speaking gigs and not you? Like, why do people get me on their podcasts and not you? They get me on these things because they see my infographics and they see the quality of content that I deliver, and they're like, that girl, get her in the job. That is not to say that Evie couldn't be getting these jobs, or that Rachel couldn't be the eco-friendly expert, or that Jen Donovan, the podcast supremo, can't be filling up stadiums with Jen Donovan's expertise. Again, Jen is hosting a retreat coming up, using these tools to generate 15 ideas of why LinkedIn is so essential for your small business, posting them on different Facebook groups, giving value to people, nurturing them and encouraging them and showing them that you are the thought leader that you say you are, is how they're going to convert, is how they're going to buy. It's leading every single part of this puzzle that I'm sharing with you is leading to more money in your pocket. I hope you can see that. Holler at me in the chat if you recognize. Are there any Aussie-friendly timeframes? Haha, not sure my creative brain is functional at 5 a.m. I'm sorry, Lauren, it's 1:51 p.m. here in Australia. So not sure what time zone you're operating in, but certainly 1:51 is a good time for me in my brain. So in my small business, after I was making money, after I'd monetized my social, which, that was the shocking idea that some people couldn't get their heads around. After I monetized my social, I thought I needed heaps more cash to make my business, easier. I thought I needed to work harder to somehow break through, or somehow, need to employ more staff or get a new team, or I thought I needed more hours in the day. But what I've realized doing this challenge, putting it together, unlocking the tools that AI has for us, is that I just need a sustainable success system, and I need it powered by some kind of freebie, free tool, right? It's all about the free. That is why I'm so powerful to present your success path. I think it's going to change the game for you. I think that it is so powerful to have these AI tools supporting you every step of the way. So remember, on Monday, I demonstrated Customer Finder. On Tuesday, I demonstrated your Strategy Builder. Yesterday, I demonstrated your Bio Writer. Today, I demonstrated your infographic, or one part of the content suite that I have for you. I have other content tools that do other things for you. They're all in my paid membership group. And that is why you need to come along. You need to be part of Small Business Growth Club. It is the best party in town. I'm so excited that Nicole and Jen have signed up. They're my new recruits this week, and that could be you, because if you want to grow your audience and to make sales online, if you want a sustainable small business that supports you and your family, this monthly membership is your key. It's not expensive. It's affordable. It's strategic. It helps boost your profile from day one. You don't need to wait a million years before you see the benefits of this. From day one, your profile is boosted. We did Evie's profile yesterday. It completely changed the game for her. You can get your content done for you. Today, I've demonstrated one of the tools that I have for your content. There are others. Come into the club and you will see them. We also work on your engagement, getting people connecting with you. That's a big part of the club. One of the new girls who joined up, Love Bundles, she was hesitant to post on Instagram. She described to me this feeling of imposter syndrome. Who am I to share things on Instagram? And I really put back to her and I said, you don't have to share, right? That's not your job to share. Your job is to ask questions. It's to get curious about your ideal customer. It's to open up the conversation around your area of expertise and passion and to listen to them. One of the greatest sales hacks, I'm reading an incredible book right now called Sales EQ, and one of the hugest sales hacks they present in this book is to listen to your customers. And that's why it's so important to me that I'm listening to you throughout this presentation, that we're having a conversation. It's not just a lecture. I want to know what you think. I want to know what connects with you or what doesn't. And so that I can be building things that are bloody well useful, right? What's the point of being alive if we're not helping other people? So your personality is awesome, Jade. That's kind of you, Lauren. Thank you for saying that. I think you're pretty awesome too. So in the club, we have 100 plus proven growth templates. And also, it's really easy to access. The biggest mistake I see from business owners who join my club is that they're like, yay, I've joined. And then they like chuff off. They do a ghost. They disappear and they don't access the information. And I have been in memberships too that make it really hard to access the information. Like they'll host one monthly call and that's it. That's the membership. And it's like, well, what if I'm not available at that one monthly time? And inevitably I am not, because I have 3 children and my life is hardcore. So you pay money for a membership and then you don't even access anything of it. And also they lock it up in these huge hour-long videos or video calls. What if you can't do the video? Like what if that's not good? In Small Business Growth Club, I've really thought about this, and I give you 5 ways to access the information, 5 doors to get in, so that every week in your volatile, flexible life, you can find a way in that suits you. Number 1, I deliver the information on Instagram using Instagram stories. So if you've got a phone, if you've got an app and you've got 15 minutes, you got time to find out what's going to earn you money this week. I also deliver the information in our online training portal. I know that some people don't like phones. I know that some people want to sit at their desk. So all of the videos are also saved to our online portal. That includes all of our workshops, webinars, plus all of my short tips. So you get them all there. We also have an incredible Facebook group. Again, one of my disappointments with joining some other memberships is that the Facebook group is like tumbleweeds. And you're like, hello, is anyone here? Once every 5 months, someone comes in and writes a comment and then disappears. What I love about our Facebook group is we have people like Roz in the group. We have Sandra in the group. We have Sammy in the group. We have Francis in the group. And these are women doing things. Now Jen's in there. Now Nicole's in there. My group is, you're welcome to share what you're doing. Again, the other Facebook groups I'm part of, they only let you comment on a post to promote your sales once a month. And it's like, great, but what if I miss that? I want you to promote and share all the time. Nicole, you've got your psychosocial summit coming up. Get in there and share it. Not only because it's good to tell other people in the group, but it's also good just for you to practice your communication. How are you supposed to sell if you're not actively practicing how to make it interesting or how to make it fun or testing out the messages that resonate the most, right? Let me be your sandbox. Let me be your area where you test this stuff. And together, we'll get you those results. We also have our weekly email that is lovingly put together by Sarah. She is just the best because you know what Sarah does? She loves to celebrate you. Sarah is always on the lookout for the wins that you've had in your business, no matter how big or small. And she documents them and shares them for everyone else to jump on board and celebrate you. And I love that about what you do, Sarah. And finally, we have 2 monthly calls. Again, I get it, the monthly call thing. We make sure that there's 2 so that at least if one is a clash, then you have another chance to get in, to present your business to me, to present your, the block, the challenge that you have, to get my wisdom on it, but also to get the wisdom of Sarah and Allison and everyone in the group. And I remember the other day, Sarah, one of my favorite calls was when Haley from Burnt Honey Bakery came along and she mentioned that she was launching her new food product. And she was like, yeah, it's pastizzi. I'm Maltese and I love pastizzi and we're launching it for winter. And I was like, yeah, girl, you're going to do this. You're going to have pastizzi day, blah, blah, blah. And then like Shelley Horton, who's also in the group, commented back. She's like, what's a pastizzi? And like, it was just so good to get that feedback because, when you're in your business and you've created this amazing thing, you don't realize that 90% of other people have no idea what it is. Like that was just such a good bring down, a good reminder for Haley. Oh, I actually have to educate my audience on what it is that this thing that I've created. It's just so important to have that feedback and to have that response so that you can go forward and make your content around the definition of a pastizzi, right? Something you might not have come up with otherwise. So Roz says, got to go to a coaching call. Thanks, Jade. You're a genius. You're a genius, Roz. Thank you for spending time with us. Can't wait to workshop this more for you and your business. Sarah says it was such a good call. Yeah, it was such a good call, such a breakthrough moment. And I love that it didn't come from me. It came from the group because the wisdom of the group is what will get you through. That's the best. So what do you get in Small Business Growth Club? You get the best. You get your success system now with AI. I've demonstrated that many times with your business plan plus the AI tools every step of the way. You get 130 growth tutorials. We're about your growth. You get 100 plus Canva templates. You get 7 plus Notion productivity templates. Again, these can be client briefs, trackers, plans, schedules. This stuff's important. I love Notion for doing that. You get twice monthly live growth tips, plus a Facebook group to promote your business. So if you are a recycling expert or you've got a hemp business, come in there and come talk to us about it. We want you. You also get a 365-day done for you content calendar. You get a launch calendar. You get monthly guest experts, and you get live hot seat coaching. And again, you might think, oh, all of this stuff, she's gonna hit me with a $5,000 a month price. And I'm going to shock you at the end because it's not $5,000. But this is a bone of contention between me and my business coach, who is like, Jade, this is it. This is the last time you are ever offering what you do at this price. Because he's like, this is the end. And I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the end. When we're giving so much. Because Small Business Growth Club makes you money. Whether you're at the stage and you're just trying to monetize, you're just trying to sell online, this is a place for you because that's where I was. Don't forget, during COVID, I lost my entire business as a photographer. Everything you see here, I've built from scratch since that point. I have monetized and you can do it too. If you're at the growth stage, whether you're earning, 1K to 10K a month, we will help you target the right people. Again, we will go right back to the start of that business plan, your customer. That is the person you need to be focused on. Do not get distracted by email, video, brand strategy. Your customer defines so much of this for you. Take the pressure off. Take the load off. Get smart. Focus on your customer and you will have success. That is guaranteed. If you are at the point where you're scaling 10 to 20K a month, hooray, you can scale with the right systems. AI is infinitely available. You don't have to wait for a monthly coaching call. You can run any of my tools at any point in time. It's like having me in your pocket 24/7 a day. Powerful. And also, if you're flourishing, earning 50K a month, Hooray, we're all coming over to yours for a boat party. Woo! Yay, party on. You will save so much money from Small Business Growth Club. Again, if you go out into the market and you try and get your emails done, I have an email writer, by the way, an AI email writer tool. It will cost you so much. If you try and get your brand strategy done, it will cost you between $5,000 and $25,000. If you go to SEO optimize your website, again, thousands of dollars. If you go to get your videos created by video producer bro, he doesn't get out of bed for less than $2,500. If you want to get your ads done, again, it will cost you money. But what are you going to put in those ads? How do you know that you've defined your customer correctly and cohesively? Right? I'm going to save you over $20,000 per month by being in my club. And it costs nothing like that. I'm so excited. Thank you, Sandra, for another great session. You are amazing. I can't wait to play with the infographic. See you tomorrow. Amazing. Sandra, after this session, I will put links to these specific tools that I've shared today in our paid membership group. So it's easy for you to start. I hope that what I'm giving you is the start of something you can easily play with. And we can even run it together just to get you familiar with how it works, because, I think it's something that can seem a little bit fiddly, but it's also quite simple. So let's start with a simple one, and then you can extrapolate that onto more complicated designs as well. Hope that's useful for you. Thanks, Sandra, for hanging around with us. Thanks again, Jade. Got a dash. No worries, Belle. Again, Belle, where's your infographics? Do you have the ideas for them? Have you executed them? I can do it like this. We can book in for a call. I've got 15 minutes calls available. Sarah or Allison, could you put the link to a 15-minute call with me in the chat? Because I would love to work with you, Belle, on generating these ideas. Like this is the game changer you're looking for. I know that Belle hosts workshops where she demonstrates her bread making. Now, Belle, if you are in the game, you would know that promoting your workshops is a big part of it. And I know that Nicole from Neon Shed has her own large event coming up at the end of October. So both your challenge is to create enough relevant content that's going to get you on the radar of your ideal customers. So once you create that content, once you test it in the market, then you can pour ads on it, which is like petrol on a fire. And that's when you start to get those real high level conversions, and you start to sell out and you start to play the system. This is the system. I've laid it out for you. Let's get it done. Now it's just about joining up and executing. So how much time will you save with Small Business Growth Club? Well, damn it, you're going to get the fastest strategy that you've ever had in your life. Again, you could pay a business coach thousands of dollars to build a business plan for you, but that is going to cost you hours of time in briefing that business coach. It's also going to cost you thousands of dollars in working with that business coach. If you join Small Business Growth Club, you get your strategy done for you in 10 seconds. I demonstrated that on day 2. I can demonstrate it for you and your business in a private call if you wanted to book in with me for 15 minutes. Sarah has just shared the link there. If you're at all interested in applying any of these tools to your business, book in for a call. Let's do it. Small Business Growth Club is also about faster learning. Like I said, some people love the hour-long workshop calls. Allison will know how often I complain to her about those calls. Of course, I want to be present and available for you and your time, but I also believe that, DMs can solve a problem, or, a story shared between each other can solve a problem. I don't believe that that is the only way to learn. So I don't put all my eggs in one basket and force you to attend an hour-long workshop each month to get value. You can access my club in 5 different ways, very fast way of learning. I also get you faster sales. This is a big important thing for me. You don't need an email list or a website to make money. I teach you how to make money from scratch. This is so important even for established businesses. If you are looking to offer a new product or start up a new revenue stream, then this is the club to be in, because I'll help you do it in a way that costs you nothing. Pure profit, baby, is what I'm here for, and you should be here for that too. And finally, you get faster results. It is not just me who is successfully using this system. I have so many members in my group who are killing it in lots of different ways. For example, Sandra, Roz, and Sammy all hosted a group art show together. They met through the club because they're all women who are amazing. They're all taking action. They're all superstar legends. They combined their creative powers and made magic happen. Your next business bestie is sitting there waiting for you in the club. So why not come join them? I love that. I mean, I have my business bestie in the club. Don't get me started about how much I love Miss Emma Lovell. We all know how I love to bang on about her. So Allison says, truth. Thanks, Allison. I love having you in the club. So how do I know this system will work for you? Because it's already working for everyone else in the club. So come on down. These are comments from the club members, just this week when I am debuting and sharing the AI tools. So comments from Ed from Super Simple Marketing. These are brilliant. One very happy customer, said Danelle up in the top left there. Perfect for faceless content, said someone else. And I love these templates. They've helped me share content in a different way. So good. Love this feedback. I never tire of getting and sharing great feedback. I also want to share with you concrete data and results from my members. So please meet Amy. She's a beef farmer based in North America. When she joined Small Business Growth Club, she had 1,900 followers. Today, if you click through to Amy's profile, you will find an account with 54,000 followers. Congratulations, Amy. But it's not just the followers that Amy gained from the club. She also made incredible revenue and sold incredibly well with her first launch. So Amy says, joining Small Business Growth Club was an absolute game changer for Sell Beef Direct. The confidence, knowledge, and techniques I gained from this community and Jade are immeasurable. I acquired 23,000 new followers. It's now up to 50,000. Successfully launched my first coaching program, gained 12 signups for my debut course, and generated almost $30,000 in revenue. That's my favorite line. $30,000 in revenue from a free platform. This club is a must for anyone seeking online business growth, regardless of industry. If you are in a different space from me, then we've got the space for you. I'd love to share Tressie with you, someone else with a very different industry. And the interesting thing about Tressie is that it's a very saturated space. Tressie is a color consultant. So she's in that stylist, fashion, women's apparel, makeup, cosmetic space. That is like up to the eyeballs saturated, right? Like if you think you've got a busy niche or industry, well, welcome to fashion, the busiest women's niche on the planet. And within 4 months, Tressie was able to make such an incredible impact and have such an incredible change. So she started off here when she joined the club in January. She started off at around 40 sales per month. So, and then she finished the club 4 months later, or not finished the club, but, reached this level 4 months later, where she was selling about 135 color consultant sessions per month. That's an increase of 237% in 4 months. Tressie says, I joined Jade 4 months ago and my IG account has grown 10K new followers. My sales for my color consulting business have increased and I'm serving my clients with clear intention. Can't get better than that. Tressie shows these results on her followers, but the most impressive thing, of course, is her sales. Obviously, they correspond to each other. This is another aspect that Tressie's grown in her email subscribers. Again, the email crew bang on about how amazing their emails are. Well, how do you bloody well get email subscribers? It is a super big challenge. Anyone who's out there trying to get a subscriber knows that you grow like one subscriber a day and you lose 5. So getting this growth in email subscribers for Tressie was a massive game changer. And let's reiterate again, from a free platform, 0 cost associated with these results. How powerful. I love hearing that. Holler at me in the chat if you're still around on the call. If there's something you want to know, if there's something you want me to dive into, then now's the time. We are just about 5 minutes from finished. I hope that you've enjoyed today's session. I hope that it's been useful for you. I want you to understand that if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, in growing your audience and your sales, then Small Business Growth Club is the space for you. It is fast, it is affordable, and it's not going to be that way for very much longer if my business coach has his way with it. So Lisa is another one of my beautiful members in Small Business Growth Club. She runs Nourishing Moments, which offers nutrition for babies and infants. And she says, the Small Business Growth Club is everything Jade mentions, but I would add that everything is delivered in bite-sized chunks, so no worries if you're time poor, which is you. All of the tutorials and videos have captions, so if you're in a situation where you can't listen to the audio, you don't miss out. Also, Jade is super responsive to DMs and questions. She actually cares about her members and how they're doing and celebrates alongside us with our wins, no matter how small. Her tutorials and suggestions are actually doable and actionable. She doesn't speak in jargon. She's genuine, as are all the members in her community. You are joining with a gang of legends, right? A gang of legends. Doesn't cost very much. That's what I'm really most excited about, because I'm part of memberships that cost hundreds of dollars per month. And I don't want to say it out loud, but it wasn't that comfortable to be in the room, right? Everyone there was with their egos, protecting their turf. You could just feel the undercurrent. And I work so hard. Sarah works so hard. Alison works so hard. We bring such an open and beautiful space for your business to flourish and thrive no matter where you are at. And I know that Lisa, to say this out loud, really shows us that we're able to deliver what we promise. She says, it's a great supportive environment. I'm currently on unpaid mat leave with bub number 4, so money is tight. And her membership is pretty much the only non-family expenditure I've kept. And that for me is just the most beautiful, generous thing for her to say. This particular comment was in a public forum, not asked for, not given to me directly, shared with someone else who was asking about the club and its potential to work for them. So I love it. Thank you so much, says Rachel. School holidays balancing, so I'm off to catch up on previous days I missed and will be here tomorrow. Thank you, Rachel. Love spending time with you. Please share your business again. I think I want to get across it. So Rachel, yours was the eco business. I definitely want to have a look after this session. I appreciate you. Get my success system working hard for you. If you are balancing the school holidays, if you are doing the school run, you need the results and you need them fast. And this week only, I'm offering my club access to the club for life at $99 per month. And I've attended so many webinars and workshops where, yeah, they give you great value and yeah, you get impressed. And then at the end, they hand you this figure that is like, it kind of like, sticks in your chest, like this painful, like heartbreaking figure, because you do want to join and then you hear how much it's going to cost and your heart like shrivels up inside. And even the ones that suggest, they say they cost $275, like, which is great. You're like, okay, that sounds good. First of all, that's 3 times what mine costs. And then you read the fine print and actually over the duration of it, it costs you $3,500. They lock you into these hardcore contracts and they just didn't say it up front. I'm really honest and upfront with you. I'm really simple. It's $99 per month with a 3-month commitment to help you get the results that you say you want. So I hope that is simple. I hope it's clear. I hope it's useful. I hope it's not intimidating. I hope it delivers on everything I've said today. I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Thank you, Sarah and Alison. I'm going to let you go now. I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you. I hope you can see the power of infographics to elevate your thought leadership in the industry. I hope you can see how these, once these pieces of content were impossible to create, you would have to outsource them to Fiverr or some other kind of outsourcing service. For anyone in professional services, whether you're legal, you're accounting, you're like Nicole, you're in HR, getting this type of content is something that's probably been on your radar and maybe you shied away from it because you didn't want to take on that cost or that management. This is a way to do it with no cost, no management hours. You can elevate your thought leadership and get these opportunities simply by being smart. So I love that I've been able to demonstrate this opportunity. I'm going to continue demonstrating it and continue unpacking it in my Small Business Growth Club paid membership. But I hope you've had a fantastic taste of it today. We were just at day 4 of our incredible workshop. We've actually had so many more insights and aha moments in every single day before today. They're all waiting for you online. Thank you so much again to Sarah and Alison. Thank you, Roz. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, anyone who's been tuning in from my club. And thank you, Francis. Thank you, anyone who's not in the club who's been tuning in. I appreciate you. I see you. I'm going to let you go and I will be around tomorrow. Bye. Last day tomorrow. Thank you again. Bye. Bye-bye.